What's up, people? So I made it to ShootDang Ranch today. Jason and I are gonna be working on the fence. Danielle worked last night, so she's resting at home, but we're gonna try to finish off this fence today. Maybe even set up a little base camp for me, so when I come up I can stay out here. But I think they were able to get the 75-foot section done on this side, so we got to go back I guess this way 50 feet back down the strip over there, which is 100 feet, and about 50 feet back to the tank over here. So
yeah, I think we can finish it today. The other day when Danielle came out, we just didn't have enough time. And then plus we were doing more of like explaining. This time just work.
That's all I'm saying. This is not gonna be a how-to. This is just gonna be putting up the fence and make sure that it's done, possibly adding in the gate and stuff. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys down and we're gonna get to work.
I know a lot of you people are probably saying the fencing's supposed to be on the outside, so when predators come and hit it, they can't get in type of thing. We're more worried about the goats in here trying to get out than predators. We're gonna have dogs, stuff like that.
Barbed wire, electric fence.
Yeah, we're gonna put a bunch of stuff like that. The main thing is the goats will be all over the ranch, but at night they'll be in here, and then like during the morning and stuff like that. So we want them to be able to, when we leave, we can keep them in here and they won't get out. That's the reason why we have the fencing on the inside and not the outside.
All right, guys, so we finished putting all the fencing up. We're gonna go back and add some barbed wire at another time, but yeah, there is probably, what, maybe 6 inches sticking up on each post? Roughly enough to be able to put some barbed wire on top, and then we do have electric fence as well that we're gonna put around the outside to keep out predators and make sure that the animals are safe.
And I don't know if you can even see this up here, but
I think they can.
This is just temporary. The gate we have will be a little bit inside, so we'll probably put some posts up, maybe even taller ones to have a good one, cut these off, you know, stuff like that. So one roll of fence went around the whole thing, so we actually measured it fairly good.
I'm glad we decided to make the fence a little bit smaller. I don't think we would have had enough.
Yeah, and I guess you did say that this was 3 foot.
No, I didn't. I guess we thought when we bought it that it was 4 foot.
Yeah.
But it ended up being about 3. And then, like I said, that's why we're going to add barbed wire on the top as well.
We were going to do that anyways. We just thought we were going to have to add something on top to do it. But it's basically all they had. They didn't have 4 foot. We looked everywhere.
Yeah. And with the electric fence and everything on the outside, I'm not worried at all about anything getting in.
No, they won't even get like, all we're gonna raise is smaller goats, so they won't even get out of this.
The fence in my house is just a little bit taller, but these goats are small and they're actually pretty well behaved. They never got out of my fence. And out here, the only way they'll be out of the fence is when we let them out. So
yeah, and I'm a big believer on after learning from goats, if you get a goat and you start to see bad behavior, you get rid of it.
Yep.
Only keep the good ones. I know that's harsh to some people, but it's livestock. They're not pets. It's livestock.
Unless you raise goats, then you don't know. But
Yeah.
we've had some goats in the past that were just butt heads. They were always paying the butt, and
You got to get rid of them.
but the ones we have now, they're great. And then, like I said, 2 of them are pregnant, so we'll have babies here soon. They'll be able to have a little stall and stuff in this barn here soon.
We'll be working on that soon.
But for now, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to try to see if we could set up a little base camp for me. I brought my tent and all my camping gear, so
Hopefully it'll fit in the shop.
yeah, so we'll check back in once we finish taking our break. All right, guys, so I bought this tent. It's actually only been used once. Matt and I went camping out at Lake Tawakoni, so
Does it go this way?
I'm not sure. I've only put it together one time, so I'm going to go ahead and put you guys down a time lapse while we try to figure this thing out and see how fast we can get this thing put together. All right, guys, so we have the tent set up. This is gonna be my little camp area when I come out here. This is a 4-person tent. I do have a blow-up mattress in there. It's a single bed. It covers about 1/3 of the inside. On the inside over here, I do have a Jackery. It's 1,000 watt. I got the 2 solar panels on the side over there charging it.
Those are 100 watt each.
Yeah, and then I also have this 2,000 watt generator if I want to run a heat source or something at night to keep warm. So I should be able to live pretty comfortably in here. It does open up on both sides to allow airflow, also in the front. All of it does zip up. I have this to help stop some of the rain from going in. And
Are you gonna live in this?
I might, for now. I'm thinking about it, either that or until I can at least get a shed put out here.
Is it because you want to be like your big Bubba?
No.
Start in a tent?
This is more comfortable. It's bigger. But it's right next to the fire. It'll be right next to Jason and Danielle in there. I brought up one of my barbecue pits from the house. Got my Texas chair out here. Got some solar lights over here, some string lights I brought up. I do have more that I'll be bringing up later. And then I have a bunch of little solar lights in there that we can just put around here to have a little bit of light out here until we get electricity.
Yeah. I mean, it's a temporary, it's not gonna live in this sucker forever.
It's
So
just a little campsite.
something when he's up here, you know, instead of having to, because if we built another room, I mean, you're talking thousands of dollars, and then the canvas tent, I know a lot of you are saying, just put the canvas tent inside the shop. Yes, you could, but then you still got to build the frame and pay for that, and then it's still not going to be sealed up on the bottom because of the way the tent is. So literally, this is going to be perfectly fine. And then whenever I moved to the other property and had a little tent, I put an electric heater in there with the generator running, and it keeps it fairly warm. Plus, I have a 0 rated sleeping bag at the other place I'm going to bring. So trust me, he's fine.
Yeah, and I got a little hand pump. I was going to get an electric pump, but I knew I was going to be pretty much off-grid for a little while out here, so just use the little hand pump. Took maybe 5 minutes to do it.
It was 2 minutes. I saw the timer.
Oh, maybe 2 minutes to do it. Welcome to MTV Cribs Tent Edition. But as you can see, there's plenty of room in here. There is a little bit of water in there that was just from, I had it out in the back patio at the house, but I could dry that up. Jason will probably come in here in a second, show you the Jackery back over here. All these do zip right up, super easy. In case I get cold, I say super easy, but there we go. All the way up, like that. If I want airflow, right back down. But yeah, I can get up. I mean, I'm 5'8", roughly, almost standing up in here, and then this whole section I can put clothes in here or whatever else. And then back here I got the Jackery. It's already at 100%, but it's showing that it's pulling about 65 watts from the 2 solar panels right now, so enough to charge cell phones and camera batteries and stuff, and then use the generator for the heater. But yeah, I like it. A lot of room in here. All right, I'm just gonna start at this little generator. We're gonna see how quiet it is. This is what we used at the ShootDang shack. It's a little bit noisier than Jason's big one, but I can put it off this side, run a little cord over here and be fine. But you see it starts right up and it's in good shape.
2,000 watt.
So I'm wondering maybe I can come out here and stay out here Saturday night and just try to rough it in the snow. I don't know, I think it's supposed to be down in the 20s at night and in the 30s in the day. So we're gonna try to figure out what else we can get into, but comment down below once again and let me know what you think of my little setup out here, my little campsite here in Oklahoma.
I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine too. So, all right, we're gonna see what else we can get into and we'll check back in. All right, guys, so we're gonna end the video on this. We're actually out here where we're wanting to put a pond. It looks like at one point this may have been some sort of washout or something. But as you can see over here, how it kind of goes down right there, all the way around for the most part. How big of an area do you think this would be, roughly?
Shoot. Probably, I mean, from side to side, 60, 80 feet wide.
Yeah, so the only part that would really need to be bermed up is be back here. But this would be a perfect little spot for us to come out and fish and maybe have a little paddle boat. I think Mom and Dad are actually getting a paddle boat.
I don't think we need a paddle boat for this little thing.
It'd be fun just to have.
Make it bigger, maybe.
But maybe get this dug out and then stock it full of little bass or catfish or something. Just a fun little pond. You got some big trees over here too that you can maybe put a little swing on later down the road when they get big.
Well, if we
or something, I don't know.
If we burned it up about that high, it'd be over our head.
Yeah.
So
can you go stand over there real quick just to give them an idea?
Well, I don't think it's really gonna show very much with that.
Right now, this right here there's a little bit of a hill right here, but it does drop back down.
I mean, it comes up. But even if it was burned up to here, it'd already be about almost waist deep.
Yeah, waist deep. And then down here in the middle, I mean,
if you look straight across, the side by side be underwater.
Yeah.
And then especially once you dug it out.
So it goes down pretty good. But yeah, we're very excited. That's one thing we both wanted on this property was a pond.
Even Danielle. I mean, that's the thing too is a lot of people, I guess for whatever reason, thinks it's just my property, and it's not. I mean, it's literally all three of ours. You know, Danielle and I were the ones that looked first and stuff. We were looking for our forever property, and then when we were able to get 60 acres, we were just like, all right, well, if Jared wants to jump in on this action, let's do it. So it's not just mine and his or mine and Danielle's. It's all of ours at this point. So I think that's just a misconception a lot of people have is they either think it's his land or just my land or whatever.
His land is your land is my land.
But yeah, it's all three of ours, and the beauty is we all kind of had the same idea of houses and ponds and everything. So,
but I had an idea just now. I was looking. There's a little cedar tree right there trying to grow. It would be kind of cool. I know there was a lot of people commenting saying like they're very invasive. They'll just take over your property and stuff.
They can,
but that's what they make chainsaws for, people.
Yeah.
But I was thinking maybe if we lined it up like some kind of like backdrop of trees and stuff, I think it'd be really cool looking.
At least a little section of it.
But yeah, I think in the next week or 2 weeks, you're going to see a lot of changes on this property. And I'm going to be heading back, I think, on Sunday. And then I'm going to turn around, go down to Texas for a few days, and then come right back the following weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't know, I think you're going to see a lot of progress and be very happy with what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this, too, we're still kind of in planning stages of certain things. But it's something like, you know, when you want the pond and stuff like that, to where, you know, like Jared just said, cedar trees. We could go around and collect all the little cedar trees and start putting them where we kind of want so they can kind of root out and stuff. And then by the time we're able to mess with the pond, they'll already be established and they can start growing up. They grow super fast, especially with the water here. They'll be able to suck it up from the pond, and then water well, we can fill it back up.
I was about to say, speaking of water, how do you plan on filling this up?
Rain and water well to keep it kind of, you know, set up. I guess you were talking to Simple life.
Yeah, I was talking to Gary about it. They have 2 water wells on their property, and I don't know, we were just kind of just bouncing ideas off of each other, and that's what's good about they did the same thing, and I don't know, just bounce ideas off each other and see what works and what doesn't. But I guess we're going to go ahead and end this video. Comment down below. Let us know what you think of this pond, any ideas that we could put around here for the pond, also about the fence, and then of the campsite. So,
and yeah, we'll probably build a floating
floating pier type thing.
Yeah, like mom and dad have.
Yeah, so all right guys, we're gonna go ahead and call this a video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Jason of the Crockers. If you're new to the channels, Danielle's also a part of this, but she's back home or getting her hair done or something today. It's her day off. She worked all night. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I bet you won't do something. I bet you won't drive up this little hill over here.
I won't just drive up, I'll ramp up it.
Shoot dang. Let's go, people.